Bite my tongue? Never. See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYT Podcast, and I'm just discovering the world around me.
Tyesha, I love you.
I feel like God is telling you to keep going.
Quit on yourself, you really down bad.
Tune in Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
What's up, everybody? Tune in to DBYT Podcast. Today I have a new guest. We got Pesso.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Hot, but we here.
Man. All right. So, he's an artist, and he's going to give y'all a rundown on how he got started, where he at now, where he going, everything like that. So, let's get into it. All right. So, tell us, who is YCB Pesso?
YCB Pesso, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. East Atlanta to be exact, Zone 6. Mm-hmm. YCB all started from me trying to start my clothing line, which is called Your Custom Brand. But my custom brand is Young Cash Boy. Peso, I like money. So I just put my clothing line with the money name, so it's YCB Pesso.
So, what was it like growing up for you?
Rough.
How so?
As far as mama working 2 jobs, daddy hustling, doing things that he might not want to do. When I first was born, my dad wasn't around because he was locked in jail. So it was just my mama at the time. But just moving from place to place, feeling like a foster child, we was never able to be stable into one household.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stuff going on, and mama stressed herself out with bills, and it was very stressful. But as we got older, things got a lot better because we able to change the dynamic of how we live now because we're older now.
All right. I feel that. That's how we are in my house, kinda.
Kinda.
Because we all working, it's 5 of us.
Right.
So we all can contribute, you know what I'm saying?
Versus, so if one person slacking at something, the other 4 can pick up the slack. That's a family.
Exactly. I mean, that's the most important thing.
Right.
You got your family, your cousins, uncles, all that good stuff.
Right.
But that foundation,
that's the household. Can't beat it.
It's the most important.
It's the most important.
So how long you been creating music?
I started in 2000. I started writing music in 2016. And I was boo-boo.
I said 1916.
2016.
Sorry, you're old. 2016. Okay.
Yeah, it was like I started back when what's it called Audacity, whatever. I think it's called Audacity.
The platform.
Yeah.
I know.
Recording software. So it was kind of like I sucked. I didn't rap. I wrote good music, but it was like when I was rapping, it was like I was talking. I wasn't rapping. I was just like how we talking. Mm-hmm. I talk on the mic and thinking that I'm doing something.
Oh, so you ain't had no flavor for real?
I didn't have no sauce. You feel what I'm saying? So as time went on, a lot of people said I sucked. A lot of people said give it up. A lot of people say it's a hobby.
Yeah.
But the more and more I kept doing it, the better I got.
Because practice makes perfect, yeah?
Practice makes perfect, right.
It does. What's your creative process like?
All right, but my creative process pretty much is like, say for example, I could be at work, be at home, I could be in the shower, I could be in the car. You know what I'm saying? And I hear a beat, and it's like when I'm playing a beat, if the beat has a good, like, he has to catch my attention. Mm-hmm. So it's like hooks, I come up with hooks just like that. So if I'm playing a 5 beat and the hook sound and the beat is good, I come up with a hook as a freestyle. Mm-hmm. Once I come up with the hook, the writing process is easy. Sometimes I like to drink my Coronas. Everybody know, shout out Corona. You know what I'm saying? So, or I might want to smoke a blunt. When I'm in the recording process, I tend to like to smoke because it just brings out a different element in my voice, and it brings out a creative writing style for me.
So drugs do it. You know, Walt Disney, he took, what was it, ecstasy? I think
so.
Fantasia came out of that. So, I mean, teach his own.
But I know how to make good music without doing the drugs. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't recommend people doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? But it helps some people. But you can still be creative and write great music without doing drugs. You have to have the mindset to do it.
Mm-hmm. I feel it. Maybe one day when I'm like 50.
When you're 50, you might die. So like then.
Hey, yo.
Your lungs is not going to be compatible at all.
Man, I'm going to stay fit. I'm going to stay in shape. I'm going to keep it,
Keep it G.
I'm going to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
But when you're not creating music, what you like to do?
Now we're going to the business aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. When I'm not creating music, I like to do stuff like this, which is create t-shirts, which this free one right here is yours.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
But yeah, I do, like I said, YCB stands for Your Custom Brand. And my custom brand, like I said, is Young Cashboy. But these are also like custom brands as far as like any custom t-shirt. It could be whatever you want on the t-shirt. But my brand is this.
It's if I say shut up, people.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let me show you. It's this. It's a bear, and it's loyalty over everything. Okay. So the bear is my logo. You know what I'm saying? And that is true, and I believe in that. Loyalty over everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not, without loyalty, it's hard for you to trust people. That's what I like to do in my spare time. And I like cars. I like going to car shows, and I love guns. I love going to gun shows. You know, shout out to Pop. You know, I say he put me on the gun shows.
I was talking to you the other day, and you were talking about people in your community. Do you do anything like, as far as like giving back to your community, like what you do?
I have did a charity event to where my it's this lady, Miss Tate. Once again, shout out to Miss Tate. Ever since I went to elementary school, I went to Bob Matthews Elementary School, and pretty much it was like pretty much when school was over with, she was my after school care lady.
Yeah.
So a couple months ago, she hosted this event for the community in the cab, and she wanted me to come perform. So I came and performed one of my famous songs called When It's Over. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people know that's off my album Therapeutic, which is on Apple Music, or stream that. But yeah, so it was a charity event. A lot of people came out, a lot of people bought t-shirts, and I passed out business cards, QR codes. So it was actually, I was nervous, because that was my first event.
Yeah. In
front of the community, but I had a good time.
That's good. I ain't got that far yet, but
you'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yeah, we're gonna aim for like the next year. We're gonna do
coming.
something. We're gonna do something. So your entrepreneur journey, like how did that start for you?
Oh. I've always said I wanted to start my own clothing brand, but I never put it into action. Mm-hmm. I used to work jobs, good paying jobs, but I never really took the time out to invest my money into doing it. So something told me, instead of me always sitting here saying I want to do it, I actually did it. You know, so I ended up being a business partner with this dude named Yazir. Shout out Mr. Quick Stop out there at Wesley Chapel. Me and him are partnered together to, you know, so I pretty much bring my t-shirt designs to him. You know what I'm saying? I sell them at the shop. I do my own business. So the journey, it's been rough.
Yeah.
But everything's come together now. Ever since I stopped procrastinating and actually started doing it, investing my money into it, I'm starting to see the happiness come out of it. So I'm very excited to see what's in store later on down the line of my journey of my YCB apparel. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of people are going to enjoy what I got next coming.
Okay, well, we're going to be looking out. Me and my people.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Can you tell us about any upcoming collaborations?
To be honest with you, music-wise, I haven't really been on my music tip lately. But I have a new album coming out this year called Welcome to My World. You know, and collaborations, I mean, I got a collab mixtape coming out with my partner Cash. Mm-hmm. Shout out Triple Cross Cash. He got his own clothing line out as well. But me and him got some stuff in the woodworks. I got a song coming out with an R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout out Amir as well. Me and him trying to collab with some things. So I got some stuff in the woodworks.
Okay. I hear you. So as far as like famous people or anybody in your life, who inspired you to make your music the way that you make it?
Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I don't do my music to sound like nobody but myself, because I have my own story to tell. One thing I like about Lil Durk's story is that when he first started out, he had dreads. Living in Chicago, you know Chicago, how it's rough out there. He doing his little drill music, street music and all that. He ended up going to jail. And when he went to jail, he ended up cutting his dreads off and pretty much getting his life together. Now his music is different. You could tell from when he first started to now that he's really just focusing on take care of his family and his loved ones around him. He's not too much into all the streets. He's not too much into all the internet beef and stuff like that. So I like that story because I didn't live the same lifestyle he lived, but I can relate to a lot of his songs. As far as the struggle, as far as living in the trenches, as far as going to jail, I can relate to that.
All right, guys, so we've reached the end of part 1 for this interview. I want to give a quick shout out to YCB Pesso for coming on to this show to share his story with us, the ins, the outs, and everything about. So if you want to keep watching, all you got to do is continue down the playlist. And with that being said, you already know I'm your girl Tyesha, and I promise I won't bite my tongue, but let's get into it.